Was character I come in? Would you be my full stop? Would you be my best friend from your crown to
Hey
your
everyone, it is Jess from Intitular Creative and we are back with another interview. I'm here with Fungai and we're going to get to know a bit about his music style, how he's come up in the music world and learn a bit of his knowledge.
Sweet.
Where from Melbourne you're from and a bit about yourself.
Alright, so my name is Fungai, aka the coolest rapper ever. Originally I'm from Zimbabwe, but I moved to Melbourne 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm from the north, far north, like north Melbourne.
North, all the way north.
And yeah, from the north, and yeah, man, like I'm a rapper, spoken word artist, and that's me.
How did you kind of come into the music world?
It was just like a hobby that we did for fun. Like,
Yeah.
started like, I don't know, what is it? 14 years ago.
Yeah,
So
like
like,
you've been in music for a while.
yeah, it's been a while, but like, so how it started, we used to like sneak out of church and would like rap battle each other.
Eh.
And then one day, this guy named Micah Doses, if he ever sees this, bro, every time I gotta thank you. He was a like up and coming rapper. This
Yeah.
was in Auckland actually, because I lived there before. And
Yeah.
then he saw us. He's like, "Man, you guys are actually decent." So then he kind of brought us together, and then he gave us an instrumental and a
Yeah.
hook, and he's like, "Okay, you guys are gonna perform a song."
Yeah.
And then that's what started. And if I'm being truthfully honest, like I only started taking it like 100% seriously maybe the last 4 or 5 years.
Okay. Ah. So it's definitely just always been like one of your passions that you've
Yeah,
just like grown up with.
Like I think I'm at that point now where like I can't see myself not doing it because
Yeah.
I've just done it for so long. Like,
Yeah, that's
it's
it.
just always been a thing.
So where did you get your musical talent? So did you learn it majority yourself or did you?
It was self-discovered. I mean, like
Yeah.
at the time, like when I first started, I was a really little kid.
Yeah.
So like it was just like for some of the songs we did, like my older brother, he used to ghostwrite for me
Yeah, there you go.
until like I just I started writing my own stuff, and then
Yeah.
I think the hardest part was like actually finding like my style and my
Yeah,
voice and like
yeah.
determining who I am.
Yeah, yeah. How did you end up finding your style? Like, what was it?
I mean, it was trial and error, but I
Yeah.
guess like it truly came about like when I started to like understanding me as a person,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
understand what I represent. It was easier to then like develop a style.
Yeah, who did inspire you? I guess.
Like when I first started, it was like the first ever CD I ever bought was the single to Eminem's "Lose Yourself."
Oh, really?
How I first started. So I used to like Eminem a lot,
Yeah.
and I used to love G Unit, and then it progressed to like Lil Bow Wow and stuff because they were kind of like the people at the
Yeah.
time. But if I'm being honest, like now, like I've heard people say like they get Kendrick vibes from me.
Yeah,
Some people are
I
like
can
Pusha T.
Yeah.
Some people say Wale.
Yeah.
So like that kind of sort of style, like Chance, Pusha, Wale, Lecrae, and those that feel like I guess people are sound.
a season of breaking it up and us not speaking? I know you talk about me every time you a tweet.
And then, so what was the first song that you made yourself? Do you remember?
Made by me, like
yeah,
solo,
yeah.
because we were doing the whole boy band thing for a minute.
Yeah.
Not boy band, that just sounds
Tell
corny.
me about
Okay,
that.
we're in a crew. it was in a crew. I think our first crew we were called the Young Soldiers,
Yeah.
and then after that it changed to Young Sensations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you know, you know. But first song I ever wrote by myself, this was a mixtape I put out when I was about I think I was like 12, 13.
Really?
Yeah.
There we go.
I put out this mixtape called Daytime TV,
Yeah.
and yeah, it was like 8 tracks,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
yeah, I put that out, and that was pretty fire at the time.
Yeah.
And
Have you still got the songs? Or
yeah, I got them. I'll
Oh,
play them off
yeah.
air though. I'll play them off air, but
What have you seen yourself grow through the transition?
Yeah, for sure.
If so, like,
For
what
sure.
is it?
for sure, I think it's just more like maturity,
Yeah.
like as well as like subject matter. Cause like back when I first started, like I was not obsessed, but like it was all about the flow, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, I trying to rap fast. That way it sounds dope. But now the older I grow, I'm like, nah, I gotta slow it down. That way people can hear the message.
They do it for the light. They say they ain't real, but the Instagram hype. See,
Now it's more about the content as well as like the subject matter. Like, you know, when I was 12, I'd rap about things I've never even done before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Claiming I got this and that and that. And now it's more like just like painting pictures and just like real life experiences.
Yeah, good. Okay, so yeah, you really draw your life experiences now from like into your
pretty
music.
much.
Is there anything that you've had to overcome kind of leveling up in your music career?
I mean, it's a lot, to be honest. For example, like when I first moved to Melbourne, because it was real hard. Like, you know, I'm the new kid, didn't know anybody. I'm just like, yo, I just want to rap.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And then you kind of have to like force your way into the scene.
Definitely.
To the point then like people start to, you know, accept you and then recognize you. Because it's really hard for rappers, you know what I mean? Like you see, I don't know, like the, you know, new style of rap, for example, like the baby's hot right now. And everybody kind of runs towards that sort of style and you gotta be like, nah bro, like I gotta focus on being me. There's a lot, like we could go all day, but
but it's really just staying like really true to yourself.
Staying true, staying authentic, and then just like trusting the process. You know, a lot of people expect to be like in the game 2-3 years, they blow up. But like, you know, now I'm like, I trust the process. Like I've been doing this for like 13 years. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, obviously the time is gonna come, but it's just like knowing that, appreciating the journey that it takes to get there.
And what's been your favorite part of the whole experience so far?
It's like, if I'm truthfully being honest, like I'd like to say like I'm living my dream. You know what I mean? Like it's obviously not to the extent that, you know, I dreamed of when I was a kid or whatever, but I'm still doing it. You know, I get to travel. You know, I make some money from my music. You know, I've got a fan base. And you know, I get to perform on different stages and like that's my favorite part. Like just like, you know, being in the studio, making something and just being proud of it. And then going from then performing it, like that's the best part. And then having people, you know, come up to you and they say like, yo, what you said on that song, like, you know, it made me feel this way. That's better than any amount of money or anything you could ever do. Like if somebody's able to say like what I've said has changed them or made them, you know, feel a certain way, then I've done my job. Like if I don't care how big a crowd, whatever, if one person's able to say like what you said changed my life, you know, that means more to me than anything else.
So you're really living your dream as is.
I love it, man. I love it. And you know, due to like COVID, it's like the best. I don't know about anybody else, but I've made the most of my isolation time. Like imagine like not having to go to work and I can just sit in my room and make music all day. That's like heaven for me.
So is that what you were doing through COVID?
I've been eating, gaining weight, and making music. That's it.
That's what you want. That's what COVID is like.
That's what it like. You know, I'm gonna come out with a double chin, but like catalog's gonna be crazy.
You're gonna have the best rap like dropping ever.
Pretty much, man. Like, and still haven't stopped. Like even this morning, I made something. So it's just like.
Ooh.
I'm happy, man.
No, since COVID has hit, and live shows aren't a thing anymore. Has it like made a big difference?
Yes and no. The only thing is that what I've seen is people consume music faster. So you gotta put it out more. You know, normally like, you know, I dropped the project 2 months ago, and normally a project will last like a year, 6 months. But people at home, they run through it so quick. And now they're like, bro, when you dropping new music, it's like, hang on, I just put something out. So it's
some catch up.
Exactly, like the game has changed, but you know, I guess we have to, as artists, we've got to adjust and adapt to the new changes that we're experiencing.
What do you think was like the most valuable part of COVID that you?
Music aside, like. I was just grateful for like the opportunity to spend time with my family. Like rarely ever do we actually get time to just sit down, kind of just like miss each other along the way.
Yeah.
But like, best feeling is waking up in the morning and then walking down the hallway and like seeing my mom there and my dad there. And me and my siblings are all at that point where we're like about to go into like different directions in our lives completely. Yeah. And this was kind of like the last sort of bit of time we have together, like living together. So like just making the most of that situation and just like hanging out with my people every day and like hanging out with my mom. Yeah. Perfecting my cooking game. Like everything has just been
everyone topped up their cooking
pretty
game.
much, man. Like I'm crazy with it. I'm crazy. So if you guys ever want something, hit me out for sure. Yay. But yeah, it's just the little things like that. That's what I like love the most about the whole process.
Amazing. Yeah, that's really good. Super wholesome. So.
Pretty sure, yeah.
And then, have you got any advice for some maybe rappers that want to break into the scene but just don't know how to yet?
Biggest thing is finding who you are within the music. That's a good one. Yeah. Pretty much, no matter how good your song is, whatever. The biggest thing is just finding who you are. Yeah. Once you find who you are, and then you be able to articulate that over the music. Because as consumers, like from a consumer point of view, like you can tell when something's real. Yeah. You can tell when something's genuine. Definitely. And if you want to be in the game for a long time, you need to be able to make high quality music that's genuine, that people can resonate with. Definitely. That's the first thing. Second thing is, don't expect to make no money. Don't expect to, be instantly famous. Yeah. Don't expect quick results. Like,
so no expectations.
No expectations. Just like do it for the love. If you do it for the love, you can never be disappointed. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, and it's gonna be a long journey. You could get lucky, and you might not. But regardless, it's gonna be a long, tough journey. So even when you're writing a song, don't try to force a song. Don't try to force a feature. Don't try to force a show. Don't try to force a deal. Don't try to force, like, let everything just fall into place and let it happen as it's supposed to happen. Yeah. And you're gonna be straight.
Yeah. That's so fucking crazy advice.
Bro. Quote me on that.
And last of all, let us know where people can find your jumper.
See this right here? It's from my boy. Now this is from one of my friends, man. His name is Slicker One. He's a Zimbabwean dancehall artist.
Wind up your body, my dear. Come over me and spend the night right here. Don't you aware at the right.
Yeah, he just hooked me up with this hoodie, TMB, which means like Tora Money Boys, which means Take Money Boys. Basically, like where we're from the ghetto. Yeah. And everyone who's from the ghetto, who's ever lived in the ghetto, knows like you gotta get your money, you gotta get your bag, and everybody's on the grind to try and work that. So if you're getting money, you're that dude. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's more about just having the mentality of like setting a goal and going out to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that.
And that's what it's about. And support local business, black-owned businesses.
Yes.
Check it out. You know what I mean? If you don't know how to find it, hit me up.
Well, I'll put the little link in the description below.
For sure.
And we'll make sure everyone can find it.
Exactly, man. Shout out to my dude Slicker One too. When I first came to Melbourne, he pretty much took me under his wing, and he plugged me on like all the studios and like how many people. Yeah. He brought me out at some of his shows. Like, he's just been like a big brother in the game to me. So that's why I'm always, whatever he's doing, I'm gonna rock with it. Yeah. So big up to him, man, for real.
Hey, everyone check it out. And then let everyone know where they can find you and work with you and everything.
I'm always keen to work, like if the project is right. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm always down to work. You can find me on Instagram at coolest rapper ever. You just got my website, fungaimusic.com.
Damn, nice.
Official, man. You're the real deal when you got your own website. That's another thing, artists. You know what I mean? Instead of having like 50 billion social networks with different names, just like have a website, man. Send people to your website. Yeah. You know what I mean? And if you have a website, so it's more advice. Yeah. If you have a website, you can privatize. If you're really trying to make money, then you can sell your own music without having to give a cut to Spotify. Yeah. As long as you own the rights to your music, you can sell it privately. You know what I mean?
See,
10 copies is $100.
Yeah.
How many streams do you need to make $100? If you privatize, then you can do it by yourself and invest in it. Don't try to do everything yourself as well. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. We've got 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
You spend 10 sleeping.
Yeah.
Right? That's 10 hours gone. If you have a job or you go to school, that's another 10 hours going to school.
Yeah.
There's 4 hours left. You spend at least 2 hours in transit going to and from places, and you probably spend another hour eating and in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So you got 1 hour left to be the best rapper, best producer, best videographer, best digital editor, best lyricist, best everything. Doesn't really make sense. There's not enough time in the day. But if you spend your hour being the best whatever you're good at, and then you pay somebody who's spending their hour being the best at whatever they're good at, and pay somebody else, when you bring it all together, you got everybody who's working at their best, and then come together collective and you make something amazing. Yeah.
That is such good advice. Thank you so much.
Nah, it's cool. It's a pleasure to be here. Make sure you check out Intitular for every other drop that they do. Honored to be here. Thank you so much for taking this time to sit down with me. And appreciate it.
Thank you for everyone for joining us today. We'll be back next time, 7 p.m. on Monday. You'll find us on YouTube, Spotify, also Intitular magazine. Go check it out, www.intitularcreative.com. So we'll see you all next week. Bye.